Yo, what is up guys, Ghost here, and today we've got some new information on the mid-season event, courtesy of Temporal, plus it looks like ADS movement speed and vault weapons could be getting some much needed changes. Thank you guys for the support recently. We just passed 38,000 subs, so if you do enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future content. So firstly here, recently we've seen some interesting comments from lead game designer Drunksy about ADS movement speed. Somebody over on Twitter atted him saying, "I do not see the point of running any other character than Mackay due to his strafing passive Nimble. I feel that this is a trait that should be given to all other characters by default. Strafing is essential to fights." And Florian replies here saying that Mackay's trait is going to receive some adjustments, it will be toned down a bit, and that the general movement speed when ADSing is going to go up slightly too, plus many of the portal weapons will be adjusted as they're slower than intended today. So I absolutely agree on this one. Mackay is honestly probably the best specialist in the game right now, and the only reason I don't play him 100% of the time is because I value a bit of variety and I want to unlock those tier 1 skins. So bringing his nimble trait down while simultaneously buffing the ADS movement speed for all other specialists is, I think, a really good move. That's going to speed the game up a little bit, make things feel a little bit less sluggish. On top of that, last I heard, once the class system arrives, weapons will be getting proficiencies, and the assault rifle proficiency is probably going to be the best one in the game, which is an increase to ADS speed. So Mackay being assault and already having his extremely useful grappling hook and nimble trait would just be too good with that proficiency, I think. So he definitely needs to have some of that stuff toned down a little bit to bring him, you know, just down and closer to the rest of the pack. But another very interesting point here is that he mentions that portal weapons are slower than intended. Now, it's unclear whether he's talking exclusively about portal weapons or if this also includes the vault weapons, but for clarification, somebody asked him, you know, what do you mean by being too slow? And he replies that he's referring to ADSing speed, and honestly that totally makes sense to me now. There's definitely a feeling to me when I use a vault weapon that I have a slight disadvantage, apart from the lack of attachments. So any steps towards, you know, making them a little more on par with the other weapons in the game is a good thing in my book. So moving on here, Temporal has revealed some new details about the mid-season event that should be coming soon. So the event is called the Battle of Nordvik, and as you would assume, it's going to be on Spearhead, and it's going to be split over 3 separate weeks, each week having its own game mode. So just like in the last event, you earn ribbons during this event, and you can then use them to unlock exclusive time-limited skins. Now, DICE haven't revealed these skins yet, but Temporal has data mined 2 sets of them. So these are the skins for the Black Storm unit, and here we have the other faction, the Nordvik Control Corps. Now, you might recall in the Season 2 Black Market themed Liquidators event that a lot of the skins that were advertised, remember that one with the red mask, they were actually put behind a paywall and were not earnable in-game with ribbons. This understandably pissed off a lot of players, myself included. So DICE have taken that feedback on board and reportedly won't be making the same mistake again. So fingers crossed, at least some of these skins that I'm showing you here will be earnable with in-game ribbons, but some of them will definitely be behind a paywall. I sincerely hope that's the case, at least because they honestly look pretty cool and much more military themed than a lot of the other skins in the game. According to Temporal, there will be 9 rewards in total, with 3 being unlockable each week. So the 3 game modes then are as follows. Week 1 has Conquest Assault. This is a game mode that's been in various Battlefield games before, and it's essentially Conquest, but you have an attacking side whose job it is to capture a set number of flags, and then the defending side who starts with all the flags, but they have no deployment to spawn in, right? So if they lose all the flags to the attacking team, they'll have nowhere to spawn and will therefore lose the game. Week 2 is called Retribution, and according to the description, it's a twist on Conquest, incorporating elements of both Breakthrough and Rush. And then finally in Week 3 we will have Breakthrough Chaos on Spearhead. So it all sounds pretty cool. I hope it's going to feel a bit better than the last event. I don't know about you guys, but I found myself somewhat underwhelmed with the 8v8 and the 16v16 tactical conquest they introduced with that event. It just didn't really do it for me. It didn't play that well, but hopefully this one is actually going to be pretty decent. Leave me your thoughts down below, guys. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for more Battlefield, and I'll see you in the next one.